The people we are not going to negotiate with are tribalists, watu ambao wanatenganisha Wakenya, wale ambao wanatenganisha Wakenya kwa misingi ya kikabila, watu wa matusi, watu ambao hawajielewi. Hao hatuwezi ongea nao. Tukianza na Gachieta na wengine hatuwezi ongea na hao.
ODM did not come to beg. ODM came to negotiate. In Kisumu, ODM National Chairperson Gladys Wanga stood before the party faithful and drew a line in the ground. The Orange Democratic Movement, 100 members of parliament strong, would end a coalition talk with the United Democratic Alliance as an equal partner, not a junior partner, not a weekend party grateful from scraps. Equal, the crowd answered with one voice.
As we face the next election, we are facing that election focused and strong. And if we are going to any negotiation table, we are going as equal partners, not as a weaker party. And so we have resolved that we are going to strengthen our grassroots. Tutatembea katika kila kona ya hii Kenya.
Wanga made the zoning demand absolute. ODM strongholds, Nyanza, Coast, and Western region were non-negotiable territories. UDA would not plan candidate inside ODM zones. That was the minimum precondition.
And if we are honest and strong about our partnership, we will respect each other and respect each other's strongholds.
Not a starting offer, the floor, UDA Secretary General Omar Hassan had dismissed zoning publicly, declaring the Coast region belonged to its residents, not to any party, and announced UDA would field candidates everywhere. Wanga responded was direct. Any party that ignores that condition would find no seats at ODM's table. UDA Omar made himself position for the Mombasa gubernatorial race, eyeing a rematch against sitting ODM Governor Abdul Swamad Sharif, whom Omar had lost in 2022 with 119,083 votes to 98,108 votes. The message from Kisumu was clear. If Omar wanted to become ODM governor or Mombasa governor, ODM told him to look elsewhere, or rather defect to ODM and negotiate from there.
And if Omar Hassan wants to become governor, the governor of Mombasa is ODM. I want to tell Omar Hassan to look for another constituency or another county to go and govern. If he wants to become governor of Mombasa, let him defect to ODM so that we'll be able to negotiate with him. But he will not threaten us, because we are solid and we know what we want.
That was not a suggestion, that was a boundary. On position, ODM set its terms at 50-50. Any coalition agreement that gave UDA the presidency would earn ODM the deputy presidency. No asymmetric, no symbolic representation.
Lakini pia ile positions tutazungumza tukisema ni 50-50. Wale wakichukua nusu, ODM pia ni nusu. Wakichukua president, deputy ni ODM. Hivyo ndio tutazungumza tukielekea. Kosona ngojo thurwa.
After table, including the chair beside the top one, Wanga told our members that voter registration cards were the real ammunition. No numbers, no power, no seat at any table. ODM leader Oburu Odinga, who had been mandated by the party's Central Committee in January 2026 to lead the structured negotiation with UDA, had already declared the same position in Busia and Kakamega. ODM was the biggest party in Kenya. It would not accept peanuts. The party had survived the exit of Raila Odinga from active domestic leadership and had won all the 3 parliamentary by-election seats contested in November 2025. The ship, as Wanga put it, had been steady.
And as a party, we are strong. And we know we lost our leader. But we want to thank our members for their resilience. And this ship has been steadied under the leadership of Dr. Buru Oginga. And as we face the next election, we are facing that election focused and strong.
One ODM leader at the Kisumu gathering addressed Uhuru Kenyatta directly. Kenyatta had recently told crowds that Kenya made a mistake in 2022 and urged a reflection. The ODM response cut through the diplomacy. Uhuru Kenyatta held this region loyalty for years, yet delivered no tangible development.
Rigathi Gachagua spoke about Korusoin project, and as I've explained to you, Uhuru Kenyatta, being the conman that he was when we had an handshake with Raila Odinga, did not implement any tangible development project in our region, including the Korusoin Dam project, which he had promised us, and which was one of the preconditions for our negotiation. The only money located to that project was 500 million shillings, which was not even enough to compensate the landowners.
The Korusoin Dam, a Vision 2030 flagship project on the River Nyando serving Kisumu and Kericho counties, had been promised, partially funded with 500 million for land compensation and stall. The contractor's machine sat at the side. The dam never rose.